Tango and Cash is the Stallone and Russell mega blockbuster hit movie where they showed the world the real them. It starts off with Stallone versus these criminals to see once and for all who's more incompetent. They make a strong case by transporting illegal shit and then swerving all over the road. And when a cop tries to go around them, instead of saying, "Holy shit, that was close," they say, "Oh hell no, we're right here, deal with us." Stallone's case is he's somehow been working this for 3 months.
I've been on this case for 3 months.
And he doesn't have shit other than what's happening right now. But then we get a third contender. These guys who, despite being helicopter pilots, don't understand shit about helicopters.
This is Air Unit 3. We'll take it from here.
No, you won't, because you have no way of doing that. And yes, they're trying to go around the truck. When they finally do, that's when it hits them. Oh yeah, we're in a fucking helicopter, and flying 7 feet off the ground is really fucking stupid. Stallone knows he needs to up his game if he's gonna out-stupid that. So he gets a mile ahead of them so he can switch out the magazine on his gun. Don't ask why, just feel it. Jesus! After firing several rounds that are so unjustifiable, even Lon Horiuchi would tell him to chill the fuck out.
This guy's crazy!
Then, for reasons that baffle scientists to this day, they slam on the brakes to make things easier for the lunatic who's shooting at them. But holy shit, those brakes are legit, and they stop so fast, they go flying. The only thing faster was his reaction time in throwing it into park on his way through the windshield. Looks like Stallone's got the dumbest shit title in the bag.
Do the honors.
When the helicopter forgets it's a helicopter again and almost Lynyrd Skynyrd's it into everyone there. Then the fucking boss makes a last-second push by trying to fire someone.
I want your badge, I want your weapon,
with a hint of flirting,
I want your ass,
who doesn't even work for him.
and you're out of your neighborhood, big city boy.
But you're talking to the star of Rhinestone. You're all out of your fucking league. Just check out the airtight case he's built over the last 3 months.
I heard a rumor about this truck.
And we're off to a great start.
What about this truck? It's not a truck.
I'm pretty sure it is. Wherever the fuck he was going with that, everyone stops caring about when he starts to fire in the direction of other cops. But don't worry, he's only shooting the evidence. Checkmate, bitches. So he does a victory bump
Anybody want to get high?
before leaving this PR nightmare, cause it's not his jurisdiction.
That's true.
So it's not his fucking problem. Meanwhile, the Chinese are still after Russell for some underground mystical gang shit that we don't have time to get into. After Russell, Kaiser Sosa's his own TV with his boot gun to show he's fucking crazy. This guy gets the message and fucking bails. But gravity and Seagal running are gonna get you out of this one. If he were a normal person, I'd say he lost him, but Kurt Bertrand Russell's powers of perception are on another level. It's only a matter of time before he finds him, but first, fuck your cans. Now he'd like to hurry this up, so he jacks Coach Roy Williams' car. And there's something just not right about that truck. So now they're racing for some reason, Donkey Konging the shit out of the parking garage. And oh my god, it's the guy! Even though he broke into his apartment and tried to kill him.
Welcome to America.
What a class act. Now they're about to make the bust of a lifetime and are going over the game plan while pointing their guns at each other because they're LAPD and that's just how they roll. But it turns out it's just the saddest party ever, and his neighbor is such a dick, he still called in a noise complaint.
I'm gonna blow both your fucking brains out.
You must be FBI. They ask if they have anything better to do than answer noise complaints, and they tell them yes, of course, before laughing and continuing on.
You're going down for this.
It starts to seem like they might be getting railroaded when not only is this shit front page news, but somehow the Contras are involved, which is total bullshit because the FBI would never be involved in politics.
Officers Tango and Cash insist that they are the victims of an elaborate setup.
Now they have to clear their names along with the FBI's, which might as well be impossible after Mr. Noodle drops this bombshell.
Oscilloscope.
There's no coming back from that. Their only hope is to beg the judge for mercy. So now they're in the fire prison, and everything's going great.
Guys, I'm gonna put brown sugar in your ass!
No idea what that means, but thanks, bro.
If you need me and my ass will be in the neighborhood.
Never mind, I think it was meant for him, and he's gonna fit in great. Now they're having some late night laundry room hazing. And it's all in good fun until this evil son of a bitch takes things too far.
And who are you?
Somebody who doesn't like you.
Look, motherfucker, you better just be talking about Stallone because everybody loves Russell. So everyone loses their shit. Until they work out a compromise where they'll just electrocute them, but refrain from hurtful words. Things are about to get fun when one of the guards realizes half the prison's missing and that the laundry room sounds suspiciously like cockfighting.
Come on, lads, place your bets.
But then they look like idiots when they find out they're just using the prison meat hooks for some electricity dips. To make it up to them, they get a chance to escape,
You got only one choice, escape.
but a really bad one that involves power ziplining while being chased by prisoners and armed guards. But because Russell is so damn likable and he can't trust himself not to cheat for him, he's gonna die to keep things fair. So they make it out easy peasy. And I guess prison guards are like loss prevention and they're not allowed to touch you once you're off property. Because as soon as they land, everyone just forgets about them. Stallone's first order of business is to call the FBI guy fat
It's obvious you're not too interested in counting calories.
and explode him. Meanwhile, Russell's visiting the Noodle Man himself, who thinks he can outrun a shotgun. Damn, he was so close to running 1,300 feet per second. While Stallone's work was also very important,
You're not too interested in counting calories.
Russell is actually trying to clear their names, but there's still the whole
Oscilloscope.
issue. And now there's not. Now that Russell's taken care of that whole thing, it's time to have a little fun. But when none of her splits transition to a single boat wiggle, he calls bullshit and tells her she's a fucking hack. Then realizes he was holding her to impossible standards that no mortal could ever meet, so he goes to apologize, but gets distracted by this spot on Elvis Impersonator and gets the crazy idea
What size do you wear?
that she should wear his clothes, which blows the cops' minds.
Something wrong?
Holy shit, they thought you were like 5'10 and 180. That jacket's fucking nuts. Now that that's out of his system, he can take a deep breath, relax, and focus on revenge and murder. Every single person involved with this shit
Somebody who doesn't like you very much.
will fuck fucking pay. Right away, you know this is the apartment of a total animal, because why the fuck is the chair on the table? There aren't any vacuum lines, so don't even try and bullshit me. Plus, he's a grown man with a ponytail. Why were you defending him?
Come on.
While I do respect an Uzi as your go-to for home defense, not checking for closet Stallones
Don't you know ponytails are out this season?
is a rookie move. We never find out how long he was in there or why he's pointing his gun where it would still hit Russell, because we have more important things, like scaring the shit out of him.
Plan A.
But he's a Brit,
Piss off.
so the whole gravity thing goes over/under his head.
I like this.
And when he tries to say some condescending bullshit about Isaac Newton, they immediately go to plan B and blow him the fuck up.
I'm going to kill you.
Now, no time to explain, but they're being chased by tractor scrapers, pickup trucks, a monster truck, these adorable sandrails, and rocket launching Ford Broncos. Then, for obvious reasons, they're both on tractors when they Kevin Bacon that shit. Which blows security's mind so bad, this guy's heart fucking explodes before they even shoot him. But it's all a part of his master plan to avenge his Swansoning. And that's what you fucking get, because there's no coming back from getting Swanson. That's when we find out the crazy son of a bitch that doesn't like Russell very much is Curly's brother Duke.
Bullshit.
Yeah, tell me about it. Normally, having a mirror mace in your office would be pretty badass, but what you did was unforgivable.
Big time.
So they tell him to shoot her, because who fucking cares, before delivering a double Swanson to the head. Then everything explodes. Because it's an 80s movie, that decade was fucking awesome.